Morphe. Um, he's a dwarf rabbit, as you can see here. You know, this little dwarf rabbit-looking thing. And basically, he's the protector of the rabbits. Like humans have been doing experiments on rabbits, and he's kind of fed up. So, but he discovered like some of these carrots have some special like super powers, and basically these powers make his ears do different things. Some of the things are like these like kind of grappling hooks, so it has like a stretch mechanism, and you could press a button behind his back here, and shoots out like a grappling hook, and he kind of. So there's all these different features. He has this right here, this carrot gun that shoots like a super carrot juice kind of stuff, and basically he's actually like a kind of a genius, although he looks kind of like, you know, goofy, and has been victim to just different like bullying and stuff. You know, he's been picked on since he was a young rabbit, and just growing up. So he's had a hard life, and so now he basically humans have been the biggest bully, and so I have this creature here, and he's basically this like demented human that I have ears on him right now, but I mean he's going through different like phases, and he basically has a bag over his head, and when you take off the bag, his face is all kind of deformed, and so like it's like basically he's probably done like experiments on himself, and basically he's behind all these humans. Experiments on rabbits. I have a cage here that kind of gives you an idea, like a rabbit escaped, and here's like a carrot, like, you know, just experimental. I wanted to kind of show what humans have been doing, what humans have been just basically destroying this population of rabbits, and you know, so that's kind of just so this one escaped without a foot, and you know, and it's not necessarily a lucky rabbit's foot in this case, but so you know, he has a mask. You know, I thought it would be fun. You know, as a mask you could take off and maybe have like different colors and different things, and so you just take off this mask and, you know, kind of give a little different character to Morphe, and yeah, so like, you know, a little wrap around here. Awesome. So, you know, he's basically a small guy that packs a large weapon. And, yeah, so then I thought of like different things, like maybe like, you know, there's different series of these rabbits, there's different characters, Morphe's troops, they say, come on guys, we can do this, we could, you know, save the population that's gone through such hell, like such torment that and disease and insecticides and just all this inner Satan or whatever. And so I thought, okay, but anyway, so like other you know, things would be like, you know, you would press something, and so a smaller, possibly like a smaller version of Morphe, and you know, you could do like this, and he like flies. Oh, watch out! Yeah, and but as he's flying, so he also has another mechanism on his belly that's water sensitive. So you know, you shoot him, you try to shoot him. So it's kind of like a target practice. He's an outdoor, mostly an outdoor toy, and the arch enemy would also have some device, and you know, you would shoot him, and he would say different fun, exciting things. You know, oh, you shot me. You know, I'm gonna get you, or you know, just different things. You know, maybe there's also like a recording where like you know the kid can record his own thing. So I wanted to have like a thing where, a toy where a kid creates his own world, but there's a strong theme behind it. You know, like, and you know I thought like, hey, you know, like there's a lot of kids that have pets as you know growing up. You know, me it was reptiles. You know, every one of us probably had, I would imagine, a pet that they had growing up, taken care of, you know. So I really wanted to just kind of keep this imagination with the children, and it's unfortunate that a lot of children can't play outside, and you know, because of all this, you know, stuff you hear on the news of abductions and whatnot. So that's something that I was, you know, considering, but in the same sense, it's like, you know, all these kids are always swarmed with homework, swarmed with just being on the computer, just being inside. So you know, maybe a toy they can take to the park. You know, everybody loves going to the park. I don't know how often they do it nowadays, but let's do it again. You know, that's kind of yeah. I have just some sketches, as you can see, like kind of what, like scale, like, you know, oh, you know, here comes if you can excuse the ears, but here comes you know, the villain, and you know, just different, you know, right now I don't know the name of them, but I mean, who really cares, you know? It's the kids coming up with their own names and what have you. So you know, maybe it could be a cartoon. You know, I can see it as being a cartoon. I really enjoy. I know one cartoon I really enjoy is Flapjack. You know, and it's just this real kind of you know, painted. It kind of comes back to the old way of doing kind of animation, and you know, everything's like 3D now, and so Flapjack's kind of you know, he's painted backgrounds and you know, cell animation, and so kind of I'm, you know, trying to keep a kind of this history, and it's you know, that's basically it. Another mechanism I had on here, which I had not mentioned yet. Well, actually, I did mention the fly mechanism. So now I'm just repeating myself. But anyway, so yeah, you want to do it? There's a wraparound. Wow.
They came out of
Yeah. So I mean, you added a lot of you added a lot of kind of you know, darkness to this, but I see a lot of whimsy in this character, and what I like is that he is kind of crazy, but you pulled it off and you give it whimsy, because it's easy to go sort of insane and evil, but this is not that. This is fun and kind of wacky, and so I like the fact that you maybe have some darker subject matters, but it's glazed over with a lot of fun, and I think keeping it fun is important. You know, because of all the heavy things you said, let's add some laughter to the world. So it works for me.
Yeah, and then also just, you know, which I had, you know, I wanted to have mechanisms in here, but with the time constraint, you know, I managed to make a pretty simple mechanism, but still fun. You know, he can hold a gun. He can eat his. And that's another mechanism that, if it was to be produced, I'm not an engineer of any sort, but I have visions of what it would do, and one thing was, you know, the kids had brought this up, that maybe he can, you know, eat this carrot, and it has like a button inside there, and here comes the ears, you know, because these carrots are, you know, these superhero carrots, superpowered carrots, and so you know, bam, and then these, you know, he has the grappling hook ears, or the helicopter mechanism. And then, you know, so it's...
It kind of reminds me of the way that Batman comics were in the 70s, where they were very off the wall. This could easily be Bat Rabbit.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at an old Robin Hood, you know, for ideas. And that's another thing. I just wanted to really keep a rich kind of history, nothing too advanced, because...
I think you did a great job of pulling the 2D into the 3D, because you had a little trouble when you started that, and that is one of the hardest things of getting the life of a 2D drawing into a 3D product. You did a really good job.
Yeah, I had a lot of, I mean, I really respect the sculptors in toy design that, you know, don't necessarily do it in 3D because I mean it's really tough to get such a smooth proportion, and this was the third attempt, if I have not mentioned that, which I didn't, but this is the third attempt. And
You saw the trails of blood moving.
yeah, I'm probably leaking blood somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't have any blood left.
Awesome jump.
Yeah, cool.